All right, good morning, everyone. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Friday, September 25th. Impact map, we continue with showers overspreading much of the northern and western areas of the Great Basin today. Not particularly heavy in any one spot, but for many areas, this is the third or fourth day of them. They continue into parts of Idaho and into eastern areas, gradually shifting out of our area this weekend. Sunday, we start drying out. Nothing crazy, nothing really hot or windy headed our way. No significant impacts really on Sunday. There is another storm system that could be pushing more showers, possibly into parts of western Idaho, maybe Sunday evening or late in the day, more so into early next week. We still have breezy and relatively dry conditions in far southern and southeastern portions of the state today. Fuels there not particularly critical. Satellite imagery shows we're under the influence of a trough low pressure, still showers popping up across some eastern areas. So even some of those breezes down in southeast Utah, they will be drying out a bit possibly this afternoon, but humidity's not significantly low. We'll see them in a second. Fairly widespread precipitation. I would call it light, local pockets of moderate. We did have some lightning, again, quite a bit across northern Nevada and into parts of the Idaho mountains, and a big flurry into eastern Utah. We look at the new fire starts in eastern Utah where that lightning was. Really not that many new starts. There's one over here. Everything's small. Some new starts in parts of Wyoming. A lot of that looks like it was from recent lightning, but nothing growing too big. And from the hundreds of strikes, just two starts here up on the Payette, also all in the kind of 1 acre range. 7 day precipitation totals, not including yesterday. Again, it was quite wet across the Arizona Strip, parts of southern Nevada, and widespread across much of Nevada and Idaho. No real significant heavy precipitation areas, but lots of widespread areas means there were lots of clouds. Humidity was on the higher side, and that's taken a toll on the ERCs, a lot of them in the green still. There's been a little bit of drying over northern Utah, parts of eastern Idaho, but there'll be on and off showers in some of those areas. The 10-hour fuels for our lower elevations in our grass, everything is still quite moist. There's a little narrow strip from southern Nevada into parts of western Utah that has dried out a little bit in the last day or two. We'll see some drying later this weekend, but nothing that stands out at the current time because we continue to be under the influence of this trough low pressure. Area in the black is where there'll be 50% clouds and clear sky. Areas in the green here is where we could see showers pop up later today. Probably heaviest will be over Wyoming. PSAs mostly in the green, a few of them in the yellows, and even the yellows should say are probably closer to green than they are brown, and now it's region wide. Again, we see those breezes here on the left and some pockets of light orange, so maybe 20 to 30 miles an hour. But even down there in southeast Utah, humidity 22%. That's really hard when you're looking at finer fuels and trying to get them to ignite. Maybe low teens over Vegas as they start the drying process quicker than anyone else. Otherwise, 25 to 35% or higher will be the normal driest humidity that we'll see today. That trend will continue as low pressure starts to lift out north and eastwards. Not much on the 7 day. Winds start to die down. Humidity still high in most areas, starting to dry out a little bit more in parts of central Nevada. And then the low finally lifts out. These tannish shades indicate much drier air mass relative humidity. We will see some more areas in Nevada start to dry out. You see the humidity in the teens rising up towards the I-80 corridor. Just some maybe 10 to 20 mile an hour breezes in parts of southern or central Nevada in the afternoon or off the Wasatch, but nothing significant. Additional 3 day precipitation totals, eastern Utah, parts of Wyoming. The higher terrain could see a 1/4 inch or more, just a couple of hundredths of an inch elsewhere, maybe a 1/4 inch or more towards the Salmon River and spotty amounts elsewhere. But again, anywhere in this area, the humidity is going to be high around the clock, at least the next 48 hours. Now, Monday, we see drier air into the southern half of the region, but there's another weak low pressure area providing more clouds and showers, again, to Idaho and to where some of our remaining incidents are in western Wyoming. But it's a drying process that starts after that. So we'll start seeing more of this tannish shade on the left and more yellow popping up here on the right. Nothing to be overly concerned about, just part of the drying process when some areas don't have precipitation for about 6 or 7 days. High pressure builds in, so again, temperatures will be warming, humidity will be decreasing, no significant winds to speak of as we go towards the end of next week. 7-day precipitation totals shown here, and the 8 to 14-day shows somewhat warmer than normal conditions, but still kind of a wetter trend across at least the southern half of the geographic area, or more, and perhaps normal conditions up in Idaho. But normal usually means you get some sort of rain event at least once every 7 to 10 days. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.